All right, everyone. This is my mod 4 about the KISA. When I was interviewing my administrator, this is his first year working with our specific school. We are an early head start and at-risk program, so he was just not as familiar with the program and everything that an administrator with more background or more experience has. But we did have a good little conversation about discussing the 4 R's. Our relationships, when we discuss that, we are definitely modeling. We do a lot with parents, the people, and and just in our program in general. We just have a high family engagement with outreaches, family services. Let's see, policy council. And we even have like taco nights for our parents. So we try to be very involved with the community. We have a literacy bus that drives around the town and delivers books. It's just a really awesome program that we have. And Relevance, thought we were more on the transitioning. We do use a curriculum called TS Gold. The regular class has certain standards and a curriculum that they follow. Me personally, since I'm the physical education, I don't have a curriculum. So the school's been definitely looking into a new curriculum that incorporates the classroom, my classroom, and just getting them ready into the future for kindergarten. The responsive culture, we discussed that we were modeling. We are very responsive. He said that we're almost too responsive. To improve, we just have a lot of entities in the school that we are stretched, really. We're Head Start, at risk. We deal with grants on both of those. We have the district's requirements, family service requirements. So we do have a lot of requirements from different aspects and different parts just based on our program. Rigor, we gave ourselves a transitioning. We do have a lot of instructional support, class observations. When it relates to the students, we're definitely transitioning. Results, we figured we are also transitioning. The demographics here definitely have a large effect on the outcomes of some of our tests, how we use our grants, especially in comparison compared to other districts around the state or even in Western Kansas. With that, it's just the demographics just makes it really hard to one of our biggest issues was attendance, and we'll get back to that a little later. Let's see. When discussing with my principal, I did learn a lot about him. We haven't really had a time to communicate this year since he's been really busy trying to figure out the program himself, and I've been trying to get with my classes and my other jobs. But talking to him, I realized that his philosophy and his theories are a lot like mine, democratic and situational. I figured he's more of a situational and democratic. He works really well together. But he's moved from different programs in different states, so he's definitely had to be the situational and adapt to the programs. He was a high school athletic director, elementary school principal, and now he's early Head Start principal. So he had to definitely adapt to his surroundings and learn to communicate with others. Let's see. Number 3, when we're discussing, we definitely talked about some of the issues that our program does have. The first one we were talking about is our attendance, and attendance is a big issue purely that we believed on the socioeconomic status and also the demographics in the school. In the part 1, I believe, let me check real fast. In the PSEL, first part 1B and D, It talks about collaborating with the members of the school and the community using relevant data, develop and promote a vision for the school on the successful learning and development of each child. Also, 1D was strategically develop, implement, and evaluate action to achieve that. With the attendance being such a big issue, with our school for the bus, is that you have to qualify for it. I think if the community does an outreach, we could base it off of who actually needs it. A lot of parents work night shifts or first shifts at the meatpacking plant here. So figuring out who actually needs the assistance, I feel, would get more students here on time and when they need to be. Sorry, I'm trying to make the time. It's been really hard. The next one is technology as a school. With the technology, a lot of staff is not familiar or up to date with the technological advances. In standard 4E, it states that it's about the curriculum, instruction, and assessment. 4E says promote the effective use of technology in service and teaching and learning. I'd approach this area by having speakers or presenters come and just teach the staff new ways that technology could be incorporated into their classroom. When the teachers are capable of using the technology effectively, they'll be able to teach the students how to use it correctly and properly to get the full benefit of the service. And either that be with a language assistance. We do have a lot of ELL students, and also research methods. Yeah, that's what we covered. There was a lot more to cover, but I'm just trying to make it in the time. But yeah, I definitely feel like I learned a lot from my principal, and I was glad to sit down and interview him. Thank you.